Hey guys, it's JonTaun from Total Brohammer, and today we are looking at the Kharibdyss update. So I am excited for this. I was really hoping the Kharibdyss was going to come for the Dark Elf roster. I was actually holding off on doing a campaign until this was added, but I'm definitely going to start a Dark Elf campaign. So here's the Kharibdyss. It looks awesome. According to this little blurb here, it's going to be out tomorrow. And it's anti-large, poison, armor piercing, so it's going to be, you know, this is what the Dark Elves needed on their roster. We're also getting a bunch of balance changes, which I've looked over, and there's some exciting stuff there. Definitely some exciting stuff there, so let's get into it. So this first part is just talking about the Kharibdyss, like I said, anti-large, armor piercing, poison, fear and terror. Right here, most of this is campaign stuff, but right here, rebalance Crone Hellbrand's Cursed Blade ability by removing the phase recharge and changing the phase to deal up to 144 to a single target when the phase is applied. The phase can be reapplied every 10 seconds. So that should be a pretty good nerf, so hopefully that is fixed. We'll skip all this as it's mostly campaign stuff. There might be a one or two thing for multiplayer in there, but we're not too worried about it. So let's get into the balance changes, and I'm excited about the balance changes here. Vestigor Herd, -5 armor, as well as the Regiment of Renowned Koroks Man Rippers. I like this. This is okay. Those guys are a little bit too strong. Gore Herd with shields and Gore Herd +1 melee attack. Okay with that. Sligor Regiment of Renown +50 cost. Sounds good to me. Britannia. Royal Hippogriff Knights +10 armor +400 mass. Is that going to be enough? Probably not, but we will see. It's definitely a step in the right direction here. Alberic the Bordelot is +10 armor, as well as Lewin the Lord. Green Knights getting some more health. Foot Squires, -50 costs. Makes sense. Foot Squires kind of blow. Hunted Yeoman Archers, -50 costs. Makes sense. Questing Knights, Regiment of Renown, +50 costs. Also makes sense. Those guys are super good. Foot Squires, Regiment of Renown, -50 costs, +1 melee attack. I like all this. It looks like Men at Arms with shields, Spearmen at Arms, Men at Arms with pole arms, Spearmen at Arms with shields, and have all been made expendable, which is going to make Britannia. This is just going to make Britannia a lot scarier. So hopefully they can do some work here. So Paladin got some really cool changes. The Paladin now has the Guardian ability and 12 bonus versus large. So now there's a reason to bring a Paladin. Good job, CA. I like everything you did here. So kudos to you. Kolek, increased projectile hitbox size. That is needed because he is like impossible to hit. Chosen, all -1 hit points per entity. That's like -45 hit points overall, so not a big deal there. But you know what? Chosen are a little bit too powerful, just a little bit. And I do mean a little bit. So maybe that'll put them right where they need to be. Marauders with great weapons got +1 charge bonus. Marauder Horsemasters got +2 charge bonus. Sigvold got a cost decrease of 50. Sothrail got a cost decrease of +50. Cost increase of 50. Hell Cannon, slightly less accurate. Hell Cannon Regiment are Renowned, +50 cost. Swords of Chaos, -3 base melee damage, +3 AP damage. All this makes sense to me as well. Raven Heralds, +5 hit points per entity, makes sense. Bolt Fiends replace Murderous Mastery with Murderous Prowess and -25 cost. I like that. Doomfire Warlocks and Slaanesha's Harvesters, cost increases, makes sense. Sisters of Slaughter, -2 melee attack, -1 AP melee damage. -15 missile block chance also makes sense, though I think they might need more of a nerf than that. We will see. That might be enough. The Thing got -50 cost. The Gyro Bomber got +3 projectile AP damage and +1 projectile base damage. Alright, so let's get to my favorite faction here and what I'm most excited for. Empire. +2 hit points per entity. I like it, but I still think the Flagellants in their current state need to go back to the 525 cost point CA. Tattered Souls, same thing happened to them. I also think they need a slight cost decrease, not as much as a regular Flagellants do, but I'll definitely try Flagellants now. Halberdiers, upgrade charge defense versus large attribute to expert charge defense. Now this is interesting. This might make it so that you might actually bring Halberdiers. I'm going to see how much this changes, but I still think Halberdiers are just too easy to take down for their costs. They're lightly armored, they have decent melee defense, but it's not enough to send to things like Gore Herd and junk. And I guess you'd expect them to lose that, but I also think they should be a little bit cheaper at 575, maybe 600 since they have expert charge defense now. But I like to see Halberdiers at 575, Flagellants at 525. They also got more leadership, so maybe, yeah, Maybe 600 now with these buffs, but definitely the 650 is too much. Great swords, minus 50 cost, makes 100% sense to me, and this is the exact change I suggested to CA in my videos in the past. So I like that. I just think the crossbowmen need to be taken down to 425. The flagelets need to be taken down to 525, and the halberdiers need to be taken down to 575 or 600. Black Orcs, minus 1 hit points per enemy, minus 1 charge bonus, makes sense to me. High Elf Sword Masters of Hoeth, minus 50 cost, interesting. That's probably a good thing. Lithanar, increased projectile muzzle velocity, like it. Sisters of Avalorn, minor increase in projectile accuracy, that's okay too. Lizardmen got their Cold One Riders reduced in cost. Their Croxagors got buffed with plus 16 hit points per entity, so that's pretty big, and plus 15% missile resistance. So very interesting there, Blessed Croxagors, that is a campaign mechanic. Marauder Champions got more leadership. Mammoths got plus 5 bonus versus infantry, plus 3,000 mass. So I assume that's going to make a big difference here. Marauders with great weapons also got plus 1 charge bonus, and their Horse Masters also got plus 2 charge bonus, just like on the Chaos. So, the Icehorn Marauders, the Northern Marauders Regiment Renown, minus 50 cost, that makes sense to me, they didn't seem that great. Familiar Warriors got minus 3 bonus versus large, that makes sense to me. Familiar Warriors with great weapons were a little bit too good. Familiar Warriors plus 10 base melee damage, that's going to definitely make these guys more attractive. Skaven Deathrunners got plus 2 charge bonus, I don't think they need that, but okay. Plague Monk Censer Bearers plus 2 health per entity, yeah, these guys can get destroyed pretty easily by range. Poison Wing Globadiers plus bonus versus large missile damage, plus 4 bonus versus large missiles. Okay, Warp Lightning Cannons are being made slightly more sturdy, as well as a Plague Wall Catapult. We'll see how that goes. Vampire accounts have the Devils of Schwarfhafen decreased in cost by 100, and their Graveyard with Great Weapon decreased by 50 cost, which makes sense to me as well. So, liking all the changes I've seen here so far, CA. Alright, so Wood Elves, Eternal Guard, Regiment of Renown cost minus 50, makes sense. War Dancers, Regiment of Renown, minus 50, also makes sense. These guys were way overpriced. And abilities, Hold the Line, replace plus 100% charge resistance with plus 5 melee defense. Maybe I'll bring that now. Hammer of Signar, now AoE, 40 meter radius, amazing. Grand Hammer of Sigmar, duration increased to 50 seconds, like it. Shield of Faith, duration increased to 25 seconds, and Grand Shield of Faith reduced to 40 meter radius, duration increase to 50 seconds. Alright, so all that's looking real cool. Let's just jump in game here real quick. Oh yeah, well, never mind. The patch is not out yet. But anyway, guys, that's me going over all the Regiments of Renown. Sorry, not the Regiments of Renown, but the updates for the Kharibdyss update. Real excited for it. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Good job, CA. And you can be sure that me and the community will suggest more balance changes as we go. But that's going to be all for this one, guys. JonTaun for Total Brohammer, signing out.